Hello, my dears, my ninth graders. Welcome again to this lesson. In this lesson, inshallah, we will do grammar worksheet 3. This is the last grammar worksheet for this semester, inshallah. For grammar worksheet 3, it will be about present perfect simple verb. Now I think that it's something not new for you, but we will focus on this tense. We will introduce the form, the time markers for it, and when to use it, and of course we will do some exercises on that tense. So follow up with me, please. We are on module 6, action pack, grammar worksheet 3, which is about present perfect simple. Is present perfect simple وهو الفعل المضارع التام البسيط. Present perfect, it means المضارع التام البسيط. We'll start of course with the form شكل, how to know that this is present perfect simple. When you mention perfect in English, always remember verbs to have, which is verbs to have, has, and had. Now, we are talking about present period, so we are talking about have and has. So, we form the present perfect simple by using the auxiliary verb has or have followed with the past participle. So, we add the subject, then choose has or have. Of course, has for singular للمفرد and have for plural للجمع, الفعل أو الفاعل الجمع. Then we add past participle أو هو التصريف الثالث للفعل وهو verb 3. So, for he, she, it and any singular noun you add has, then have used for with they, we, you or I or any plural noun. Now you have the past participle verb 3. Verb 3 which is it can be regular or irregular. You know that. For example, here you have finish. It will be finished, finished. Ed, ed. But for if it is irregular, like go, it should be went, go, went, gone. Like drink, drank, drunk, and so on. So you have, I have finished my homework. I always take have. Then you have, she has written a letter to her pen friend. Now, in order to form a question, how to form a question in present perfect, again, you should know this. You add or we use have has at the beginning of a sentence followed by the subject. For example, have you done your homework? Now here we start with have, then you add subject, then you add verb 3 and the complement of the sentence. If it is WH question, the same, WH word, then you add have or has, then the subject, then verb 3. Now, number 3, in a negation, if we want to make the negation, النفي, تكوين النفي, only we add not after have or has, then still with the verb 3. For example, he has not called me or he hasn't called me. You can write it with not or with the abbreviation باختصار has not, it should be hasn't, have not, it should be haven't. This is to make the negation أو لتكوين النفي. Only add not after have or has. When do we use the present perfect simple? طبعا this is to, you should read these uses and understand them very well. Number 1, for an action that happened in the past but we don't mention when. What concerns us is the action itself. The tense does not concern us, or maybe we don't know, we do not know it. So here لفعل حدث بالماضي، لكن المهم هو الفعل نفسه وغير مهم متى حدث الفعل. For example, they have moved to London. انتقلوا إلى لندن. أما أي متى أو الوقت اللي انتقلوا فيه it's not important. The most important is the action, الفعل، وهو have moved، الانتقال. They've bought a new car. Now اشتروا سيارة جديدة، لكن it's not important when. The most important that they have bought هو عملية الشراء. Number two, to refer to a state that has applied for a long time and still applies now. للإشارة إلى حالة أو حدث صار وما زال مستمر. Now, how do you know that it's still مستمر? We use for and since. For example, Mr. Allen has been a teacher for 25 years. معلم لمدة 25 سنة. Now, when we have for with a period of time ل 25 سنة, it means that he's still a teacher. We've known each other for years. ما زلنا نعرف بعض منذ أو لعدد من السنين. So we still know each other because we have for. So when you see for and since with a period of time, it means that the action is still happening. Number three, to talk about experiences that we have or have not had in our life. الحديث عن تجارب بحياتنا. For example, I have visited many countries. It means that I had an experience which is visiting many countries in my life. Okay, next we have the time markers, the most important time markers or keys for the present perfect. Be careful. Number one, you have just. Just, it means that the action finished from a very short time, and just it comes between has and have and the past participle or the verb 3. The train has just left. Number two, already the same as just, and it comes between have, has, and the verb 3. We have already finished our work. Number three, you have yet. And yet here we have it or we use it in negative and the question تستخدم في النفي والسؤال. For example, she hasn't phoned yet, and this is negative نفي. Have you seen him yet? This is a question. So here we use it for negation and for question للنفي والسؤال. And usually it comes at the end of the negation or of the question. Number four, you have so far, and it comes at the end. It can be with negative or affirmative سواء بالنفي أو بالإثبات. For example, they haven't made any mistakes so far. He has written 2 letters so far. You have recently. They haven't visited us recently, and also it comes at the end like so far. Also lately, the same as recently. It's been, it's اختصار ل it has been very warm lately. We haven't seen them lately. Number 7, you have ever, and here we use ever in a question and usually after the subject or between the subject and the verb 3. Have you ever eaten Mexican food? Number 8, you have never, and also we use it to give the negative meaning. تعطي معنى النفي without not. When you have never, you don't have to add not. I have never heard. It comes in the middle between have and has and verb 3 like just and already. How long? Here it's also keyword and it's WH word. هي علامة سؤال أو أداة سؤال وبنفس الوقت هي keyword. How long have you been here? It comes at the beginning, of course. Then you have has and have, then subject and verb 3. Now you have for and you have since, and they come at the end. For, it has, now we will talk about them next. They came at the end and they follow with a period of time. refers to the duration of an action. تشير إلى الفترة الزمنية التي حدث فيها الفعل. duration بمعنى طول المدة للحدث. For, it means in Arabic لمدة. For example, I have studied English for 3 hours ل3 ساعات أو لمدة 3 ساعات. Since refers to the point in time when an action started. تشير إلى النقطة الزمنية التي بدأ فيها حدوث الفعل. منذ in Arabic. منذ متى. For example, I have studied English since 1 o'clock. منذ الساعة 1. لكن بالمثال الأول قلنا for 3 hours لمدة 3 ساعات. So النقطة اللي بدأ فيها الفعل رح نستخدم since. For example, منذ الساعة 1, منذ يوم الأربعاء، منذ الشهر 5، منذ عام 2001 لكن for لمدة for example لمدة 10 أيام لمدة أسبوع لسنوات ل6 أشهر لأيام لساعات okay هون we use for. Now I have this exercise to you to choose or to write for or since. We've lived here 1987 منقول لعام أو لمدة 1907 ولا منذ عام 1987 أكيد هي since لأنه when we have the year itself اللي هو from which year did the action start من أي سنة since 1987 لكن لما نقول 3 years 3 سنوات أو a year سنة بنقول 4 okay. Number 2 they've lived in this house 6 months 6 شهور so we should use for وليس منذ هي for duration طول المدة قد صار لهم 6 أشهر لو قلت لك من أي شهر من شهر واحد okay مثلا. Number 3 Mr. Smith has had this car years سنوات so we have for which is the duration of the action فترة الزمنية للحدث أو لحدث فيها الفعل. Number 4 she has been in our class أكتوبر منذ شهر أكتوبر ولا for أكيد منذ اللي هي since من متى بلش الحدث. I haven't seen John Monday the same it starts from Monday so since. I haven't seen John days أيام سنوات شهور yes for. They've been in Italy 1998 it takes since. They've been in Italy a week أسبوع a week for a week اللي هي قد ايه قعدوا لكن من متى مثلا من يوم الأحد بتاخد since. Janet has worked in this office 1994 it takes since. I haven't talked to David last week. Here be careful that when you have any key from the past like last like ago like yesterday it takes since okay. Now this exercise telling you or asking you to complete with the present perfect simple so you should put has or have with verb 3 for affirmative للإثبات للنفي hasn't or haven't with verb 3 for a question you start with have or has then subject then verb 3. Number 1 here's your book Nick return now Nick is singular so we add has return verb 3 بتصير has returned. Please wait they not finish yet and we have negative with yet so they have not haven't finished. Number 3 it's a question you ever see ever in a question it comes after the subject. Now we start with have or has depending on the subject is you so have you ever seen. Number 4 it just stopped now just it comes between قلنا have or has and verb 3 so it has just stopped raining. Number 5 I never hear I have then you add never because it comes between have or has verb 3 I have never heard such a stupid joke before. And by this, my dears, we finished the first part of the grammar worksheet 3, which was about present perfect simple. Next, inshallah, we will continue in another video about the past simple, الفعل الماضي البسيط. Now, you should study the present perfect simple very well and practice some exercises on it because next, inshallah, we'll do more and more exercises. Thank you. Good luck. See you soon. Bye-bye.